everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Other than that, today I just found too many things that are not working out. I have taken lots of efforts like in improving my spoken English. I have taken too many things to learn different things. For example, I have done practice from book, like practice book, and it is not worth it. I have not completed that practice book till now. I am doing it, and it is almost 149 pages of that book. So it is not possible to do it in only 2 days. It will take at least 5 to 10 days to complete that book, and only completing those all the sentences, like doing practice of those sentences, is not enough, because I have seen that I'm doing lots of mistakes while making such sentences, and this is the sign that I need to do more homework related to my practice. And speaking English is very important. Regular practice of English is very important, but other than that, like writing, reading and listening, and these things are also very important. And today I just downloaded one two podcast, but it is almost every podcast is almost 1 to 1.5 hours long video, and I can't like take it at once. So yeah, I've taken half of the podcast, but only taking podcast is not enough. While I am listening that podcast, I also focus on how that person, one person is asking questions, and other person, that is the guest on that channel, is answering those questions. So first of all, so the person who is asking, like interviewer, is asking questions, then I'm focusing on the way he's asking and creating questions related to that person biography, like what does he or she do, and other than that, what is the lifestyle, what is the purpose of like whatever the podcast is. First of all, I try to learn from that interviewer how to do questions, how to ask questions to someone, because it is also important. Only giving answers or reply to others is not enough. You should also know that how you can like ask someone something, how you can question someone. This is also very important. So different kind of questions, for asking questions, I have learned one thing, that is you should have enough information about that person or whatever thing it is. You should have enough knowledge about that thing or information about that, so that you can question that person depth in depth, and this will be the more sense, there will be more sense of asking that question after that. Yeah, other than that, while he or she is answering the question of the interviewer, that person is also like speaking as a natural way of answering their like queries or question. That person is not getting hesitated or getting nervous while answering that. And that's what I found, like we should be calm and little bit of uh, in peace, that yes, we have to answer something, but don't need to like get hesitated or being very shy in front of the camera. It is not needed. Sometimes you have to just explain what is the purpose of the question. See, one of the YouTuber, I like her literally very much, just because what she does is literally very inspiring. And Kavya Karnatak, and her one of the interview, or we can say podcast, came on TRS channel, like the Ranveer show. And I literally found it very interesting, because first of all, I love to like listen podcast, and I literally enjoy watching the whole video of the podcast in front of me, like using earbuds, and without in silence, and it is just my relaxing mode, and I feel very relaxed while watching or like listening the podcast videos. So yeah, and that person is my favorite, because I have been watching her videos for the last 1 year, and it is inspiring. What she does is literally very inspiring. I'm not promoting anyone, I am just saying what my heart is like allowing me to say, that I really like her because she is a girl who literally doing a brave job. She is very courageous because she is doing great job. And other than that, I have also got to know about her story, and yeah, it is very interesting. She is very very hardworking also. And other than that, on that podcast, still half of the podcast is remained, but I will complete that. But what I have done, I have taken a notebook is there, not in my hand. I've taken a notebook, I've taken a pen, and what I have done, see, I know how to speak in English, but I am not comfortable with all type of the sentences. So while I was taking that podcast, I focused on how that person is answering the questions. I also like was literally focusing on the way she was answering. And I was writing all the sentences which I found difficult to speak. See, I'm not saying I don't know how to speak those sentences. I'm saying I don't find it comfortable while speaking. For example, this sentence is very easy. I'm not saying this sentence is literally of great level. No, it is simple sentence like people think that this is an overnight success. This sentence is easy, but I'm not habitual of using this kind of sentences. So I write down this in my notebook. Other than that, some sentences you feel that you should repeat them after taking that podcast. For example, one of the sentences, I have been consuming you in some form or other. That sentence is easy to use and speak. Nothing is too much difficult in it, but I've never used it in my spoken language. So I thought I should write it down so that I can revise it, and I also take inspiration out of this sentence and start using such words in my spoken English. So yeah, that's why I, other than that, in answering, she used some vocabulary which I don't use in my language. So I found, see, I literally feel very bored when I studies a vocabulary from books, from reference chart or something else. I have books, I read vocabulary, but I don't find it useful because I don't use them in my spoken English. The reason is I am not interestingly like learning those or grabbing them in my mind. No, I just read it out. So I will say I often forget all the vocabulary whatever I have read in book. So I thought I will use practical ways of learning different vocabulary which will be useful and worth it for like improving my spoken English. So what I have done, intricate, this word I have also listened before, but I have never used it in my conversation. So first of all, I just write it down, that intricate content. I don't know what is the meaning of it, but I have write it so that I will search it on Google and find other ways to use it in my spoken language. So that's how I will start learning vocabulary. Okay. Other than that, prototype. This word was used while Ranveer. So yeah, prototype. What is the meaning of the prototype? I know some sense of, I have some sense of it, but I will search it and I will find a different word related to this, synonyms, antonyms. That's how I will start using these words in my spoken English. Got it? Other than that, few sentences are also there. Space was so saturated. Saturated. In our chemistry, we always like study about saturation. In practical life, we also know the what is the meaning of saturation. But while speaking, I usually forget about such words. So I thought I should write it. Uh, and one of the sentences, I don't know you like it or not, whether you feel comfortable in it or not. So here what you have seen, that weather, the use of the weather. So while I'm speaking to someone, while I am doing conversation with someone, while I am saying something to you, I never use a weather in my spoken English. I know about it, but I never use it. So yeah, I just write it in my notebook just because I want to remind myself that I should also start. So yeah, that's how I am trying to learn different vocabulary which we should like use in our spoken. See, that's how I've started writing all the important things which I think which I don't know, or sometimes I usually don't use it in my real life conversations. So I thought, and yeah, it is helping me, so I just use this way, and you can create your own ways to learn. And I don't know it is worth it or not, but I think it is helpful. I have taken only an inspiration from such people, and see, I have taken all the ideas in my head that what I can do to improve my spoken English, what should I do now so that my vocabulary can change. I can use a more like modern type of vocabulary. I can speak, I can express my opinion in front of you without using difficult vocabulary. This is my talent. I can explain you everything in the simple and normal way, but I want to advance my English. How will I do it? I do not have any idea. But I have one option, that I have my phone. I have YouTube in my phone. I have Instagram. I can download that and I can start learning and following such channels who gives knowledge related to advanced English. And that's how, see, I don't want to take lectures, I don't want to take such videos in which you will see they are inspiring you, they are giving you lots of feedback that that's how you should learn this, that's how you can do it, mug up this. I don't want to do it. uh, I have just used simple ways to, like, I don't want to get bored just because of these simple very difficult ways. Why I don't have any inspiration like this, that I have to use different lectures, and I have to like I have to take a course related to like excel in my English. I don't want to do it. I want to like use this as my like passion or my love for learning English. This is such a hobby kind thing, and I just want to do better. Like I just want to like level up my English, and I don't know how much time it will take to like get that level. But one thing that I know is I am enjoying this journey. Whatever I'm doing, I'm just trying my best to do like things in my life. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what are the rules of learning this thing, but I know one thing, that I want to do it. I will find my own way to like do this thing, and it is taking too much efforts. No, for me this is my literally very nice way of getting relaxed. I feel happy when I do like these things, when I listen podcast, when I listen English songs. Now I have started listening English songs, and they are literally very inspiring. There are lots of songs which are in English, and their lyrics are literally more than anything. In those lyrics you will find the essence of the life, what is your purpose of your life, what you can do better, how you can emerge better in your life, what are your struggles, how you can get out of the struggle phase, how you can get that success. So I just wanted to share that how am I working on my English, and how am I finding my own ways to like learning it. And yeah, this is just a way to create your own space and enjoying your journey. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much. See you again in the next